Before the soul turns to gold, it must first descend into darkness. In alchemy, this first stage of transformation is called the negrito, or the blackening, the phase where one experiences a deep darkness and depression of life. Psychologically, this initial dark night is often represented by moments of profound, unsolvable inner conflict. Jungian analyst Marie-Louise von Franz explains that being in a situation where, quote, there is no way out or no solution is actually the classic beginning of the individuation process. The unconscious intentionally orchestrates this hopeless conflict to corner the ego and shatter its illusion of control, forcing the individual to realize that, quote, whichever way he decides will be wrong. It is only after enduring this darkness that a person can progress through the subsequent stages of seeing the brightness of things, albedo, discovering passion, rubedo, and appreciating life's goldenness, citrino. The ultimate reward for traversing this darkness is a, quote, full-color mandorla, known as the pavanis or peacock's tail, which represents a magnificent, rich pattern of complete spiritual wholeness. The crucial point is this: if a person is ethical and brave enough to, quote, suffer to the core of his personality during this dark impasse, rather than numb themselves with distractions, they become capable of experiencing the true self. To further illustrate this, von Franz notes that while we often romantically think of a soul guide leading someone straight to paradise, the reality is that the soul guide, quote, puts him first into a hot cauldron where he is nicely roasted for a while. The main idea here is this: we must endure the chaos and darkness of our inner shadow, because this very suffering is the great price needed for spiritual revelation. This transformation often erupts powerfully during middle age, but often sooner if one is relatively spiritually aware. By ethically suffering through the dark and refusing to settle for a cheap compromise or distraction, we prepare the ground to eventually experience the mandorla, the image of healed inner conflict,